Okay, so we're gonna move on to question number 2. Quarantine has showed me there's someone in my life I shouldn't really be friends with. How do I cut them off without pushing them away from Jesus? That's a tough one.
That's a good question. There's a lot. First of all, whatever you do it with love. People may not understand that it's love, but you got to do it with the right heart. And I think if you haven't done this already, the best way to do it is not through text and not through social media, those types of means, because every person deserves the right way. The deserve you doing it the right way. And I think you just wait to do it in person. You've been 8 weeks without being able to, be in their face. You can wait a few more weeks to do it, and you do it with love. And just, it's hard to do this, especially as young people. It's hard to say, hey, this is not working. I'm different than I was the last time we were, hanging around, and so I'm going in a different direction. They may hate you for it. They may say some things that are not, um, pleasing to you, but you did the right thing by honoring them. And I think honor is the way you do it, and you do it in a way that is in love and not judgmental. It's not like I think I'm better than you. Just it's not working. And I just I've had to do this many times in my life, and I know there are other people that have, and I'm sure it's other opinions out there. I'm gonna ask Stephanie to speak to that.
I mean, yeah, I would just say that set boundaries even now. So maybe you're limiting your time, talking to them, texting them, calling them, whatever. I would start the process now as far as setting up boundaries. I would also pray for them. I don't know what this friend has done that's made you realize that it's not a good friendship, but the Bible calls us and tells us to bless those who curse us. And so I would really just speak life to them and pray for them and pray for God to move mightily in their lives. I've had to cut people out of my life because they were bad associations, and it wasn't working in my life. I've had to change my phone number and move 800 miles away. I understand that sometimes you have to set boundaries, both through the phone, but then also even in distance. So but I would just ask God to show you. I would reach out to one of your leaders, maybe even talk to them through this, and figure out a plan. Maybe your parents, if your parents are strong Christians, pray with your parents about it and get a game plan together with them too.
One thing also I would say, often when you're in your heart to do the right thing, one of the things you do is you ask the Lord, prepare their heart. Sometimes we think they're not ready, but they may be ready. They already know. God's already prepared them. They may feel the same way that you feel in a way, and might not even know it, but you're being led by the Spirit on it. So I just think that you, as Stephanie said, pray, and ask the Lord to prepare their hearts and make this easy, Lord, so it's not offensive or it's not a bad thing, but it's a right thing for both of us.
And remember, when you have the mark of righteousness on you, like, you are set apart and you are different. And I know in my own experience, I've had people that knew I didn't belong in certain situations and knew that I was set apart. So sometimes you have that already on you, and they might be feeling your strength and your relationship with God growing to the point that it's not working for them either.
Those are such good answers.